everybody. I'm Fiera Luna, and I play games on the internet. If you're new here, thanks for stopping by, and if you've been here before, welcome back. Today we're playing Professor Layton in the Unwound Future. Yes, is time travel real? This professor aims to find out. Anyway, welcome in everybody. Hi Val, hi Black Sniper, hi Rice, hello. When are we gonna meet Siffrin or Loop? Mysteries. Oh, I should do the thing where I put that I am doing the thing. Chat, I am so good at this. So good. I remembered to do everything, definitely. That's good thinking. Saw the time, figured I'd sauntered by. Eel, sensible. I also forgot to export last night, as I do. I was like, I'll surely remember to export my things if I just do it that way instead of multi-streaming. I'm wrong. Oh, my name's Fier. I could put Fier Luna, but Fier is fine. This is a work of fiction. Chad, I'm shocked. What? Insane. That's why this London is very different than ours. Hi, Chow! And or whoever's out today.
It just doesn't seem to add up, Professor.
I honestly thought you were pulling my leg.
What? I wouldn't dream of it.
Oh, Luke. Just Gordon today. Okay.
Professor, I hope this letter finds you well. As for me, I am in quite a predicament. You see, the London we know and love has been thrown into absolute chaos. To complicate matters, the calamity I speak of does not take place in your time. This may be difficult to believe, but I am writing to you from 10 years in the future. I know this is a lot to take in, but I'll explain it all soon. For now, I ask that you head to the clock shop on Midland Road in Baldwin. I look forward to seeing you again. Your student, Luke Triton.
Strange as it sounds, it seems that the author of this letter is none other than your future self, Luke.
From my future self? But how is that even possible?
I don't know, but it does raise the question, if this letter is indeed authentic, how did it get here?
By time-traveling postman? Just joking, of course. But on a more serious note, I think this mystery might be the oddest one we've
Time-traveling postman. Mark, you're getting time travel, buddy.
Indeed.
He's not.
And even in the future, you seem to need my help in solving it. Your constancy can be quite a comfort in these uncertain times, my boy.
That's true. Layton's a man who likes a project in both his friends and the people around him.
Well,
just in general.
I suppose. But back to the main question. How do we know the letter is real?
Well, we haven't much to go on yet. But I can't help but think that this strange occurrence is connected to the terrible events of last week.
Not last week. What happened last week? It's a weird letter.
It all started about a week ago.
Once again, as usual, I am not going to read anything in the journal.
Alpha distributor. I was able to guide a concentrated stream of Hammer-Near particles through a temporal vortex, or commonly known as a wormhole. This stream of particles allowed me to divine the terminal points of the vortex.
This shouldn't be possible.
The next step was to artificially distort the flow of time. generate a massive magnetic field via a Sula coil. Once the magnetic field is firmly established, one has the ability to quite literally punch holes, or hive gaps, into the very fabric of space-time. After this...
Ooh, tomorrow we're starting Anthem, our Anthem project in my ELA class. Who cheered? Yes, let's go.
Quite the spread we have here, Inspector. Though, it does make me wonder what we did to deserve invitations to such a feast.
It's obvious, Barton. I'm an influential man in the world of law enforcement. It's only natural I'd be invited to an important event.
If you get to
such
work
as
with
this.
good people, oh, let's go. I may or may not have convinced my teacher to put me and my friends together for this project. Good.
I suppose that's possible.
I hope you have fun. Anthem's a wild one.
Possible, you say?
Anthem's short, but it's wild.
Probable. Highly probable, sir.
Oh. Hello.
Oh, this food is simply dreadful, Bill. Do get this over with quickly so we can leave.
Oh, yes, dear.
I have to say, I feel a bit out of place here, Professor.
That's quite understandable, Luke. I'm sure most people would feel the same way in the presence of the Prime Minister.
That is, in fact, the Prime Minister.
Hey, look! I think I see Inspector Chelmy over there. So, Professor, what do you think about this whole event? Do you believe that someone has really built a working time machine?
I'm not entirely sure. Still, if it proves to be true, can you imagine the stir it will cause in the
Too bad I
scientific
didn't get to read The
community?
Giver, though. Listen, I love The Giver and all. I don't know how to explain that book. Or Borrowed Blue. The sequel to that book. If you have already been engaging with dystopian fiction, The Giver just feels like baby's first dystopian fiction, where you look at it and go, yes, I think I see what you're about. Like, the thing with The Giver is that it's another one of those books that I think was trying to say something and accidentally said a more different thing. And I'm not sure what it was trying to say, but I know what it ended up saying. I've engaged with some amount of dystopian fiction. You will not be fooled by The Giver's premise. You will look at The Giver, you will see everybody gets assigned a job, and there is one job that is the keeper of memory, The Giver, and your main character is being assigned that job. And you will very quickly see that the fact that there is literally not color in that world, that people literally can't see color in that world, except for red, sometimes once in a while, you will look at that and go, I see. This means something. There's something being said here. You say ESAT like it's a joke. That's accurate. That is what they have. They have black and white, like, shades. They don't have... Yeah, that is an accurate representation of what's going on in The Giver. Just with The Giver, they're achieving it by, like, drugs and stuff. So you have your typical, I'm not like the other children. I don't excel in any one particular thing. I am reasonably good at all of them. And then so I guess it's my job now to be the giver and know all the secrets. And it is indeed our main character's job to be the giver and know all the secrets. You're gonna look at that and go, you're gonna look at it and see things like, you're gonna look at it and see things like, this pilot has flown over our airspace, improperly for the 3rd time. Not to worry, he will be released and replaced by somebody else. And you're gonna look at that and go, does released mean let go? Or does released mean permanent? Is this another TikTok speak for dead? And the answer is it's another TikTok speak for dead. Basically, the plot of The Giver is there's a town where they just like to avoid uncomfortable truths about the world. And it's the giver's job to keep hold of those and help guide society a little bit while everybody else just kind of goes along. And I super do not know how to explain the way it goes. And Borrowed Blue just makes it weirder. Can I be the giver? I'd like to know all the secrets. Yeah, but you have to feel them. You have to feel those memories. So when you're given a memory, right, as the giver, when you're given one of the memories, you get to feel it. So you get to feel things like sitting in the sunset on a lovely evening after you've had the most wonderful dinner imaginable, and you're just kind of basking in the light, and it's not too warm, it's not too cold, and it's just a nice night. But you also get to feel your lungs melting from mustard gas in World War I. It's that kind of thing.
Well, I, for one, am very excited. Though you don't sound entirely convinced, Professor.
Well, that's no fun. I know, right?
Anything's possible, Luke. But I won't be convinced until I've seen the contraption work for myself. And I must confess, something about this entire presentation seems a bit off.
Why do you say that? Ah, of course. That must be your famous intuition talking.
That's one way of putting it. But enough speculation. Look over there, Luke.
That guard? What about him?
He seems to be looking for a man who snuck into the event uninvited.
Oh, so we have an intruder in our midst.
I bet I know who it is. He's a puzzle chat. Oh dear, this is not going to go over well. You look troubled, sir. Might we be of any assistance? Oh, yes, please. You see, I've just received a report of some untoward behavior. There's an uninvited guest at the event, but the guard has received a few clues about his whereabouts. His table is next to the one with the red flower. His tablecloth is a different color than any next to it. Oh, and his table isn't decorated with a yellow flower. Next to means tables connected by dotted lines. Take the guard to the intruder's table. Nemo. His table's next to the one with a red flower. Oh, wait. His table isn't decorated with a yellow flower. Let's start there. Not you. Not you. Not you. Not you. Was this a DS game or a 3DS game? Next to one with a red flower, and his tablecloth is a different color than any next to it. That's not a different color than any next to it. It can't be that one. Likewise, that one won't work. There it is. Okay, the line art for the thing I'm working on is done, but also I don't want to color it. I understand.
Here's my answer. I knew it!
found the party crasher. Now it's time to let the guard do his job. Splendid work, my boy. This is to tell us about Peakerettes. And why I save scum. Phew. Thanks so much for your help. That fellow's mooching days are over. Did you see that, Professor? I just aided in the apprehension of a suspect. Oh, look. The presentation is about to begin. Let's get back to our seats.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for taking part in an event that will undoubtedly go down in scientific history. And here to demonstrate mankind's first time machine is its creator, Dr. Alan Stungun.
His name is Dr. Stungun.
Thank you, my esteemed colleagues. After years of research in the field of time travel, I'm pleased to share the fruits of my labor.
His voice sounds familiar.
In just a few short moments, I will be moving on to our scheduled demonstration. But first, I'm delighted to announce that Prime Minister Bill Hawks is in attendance today. As such, I have reserved a very special seat for our very special guest. Please, join me on stage, Prime Minister. No need to be shy.
Is this thing real?
What do you mean?
I mean, is this contraption a genuine working time machine?
Why don't you have a seat? See for yourself.
Before we start, would you honor us with a few words, Prime Minister?
Good afternoon, everyone. Today is a monumental day, not only for our great nation, but for the entire human race. Since the beginning of time, we humans have strived to transcend our natural limits. We have conquered the skies and the seas, and we have even traveled to outer space. But the one frontier that has always eluded us is time. Indeed, traveling through time is a dream many thought was out of reach for humanity. Until now. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you will join me in ushering in a new era for mankind.
Thank you for those words, Prime Minister.
Sorry, chat. I too can see those lines, and I am just double checking something. Just to see if I can fix her. It happens sometimes in older games. It happens sometimes in older games. Nope. That, oh, that's much too big. I think it was ×2 I had it on. I had it on custom, apparently. Amazing. Uh-oh. I did this to myself. Though TBH, that might be better. It's not better, but it might be better. The reason that they're happening is because there's a lot of animated stuff in there, you see. And it is not uncommon for... Go on. Okay, that looks about right. It is not uncommon for that sort of tearing to happen when there's a lot of animated parts.
And now for the moment you've all been waiting for. Please take it away, Dr. Stangan.
I lied. I think this does need to be ×4. Should have copied the transformation earlier. Bear with me just a second. I know what size I like this to be. Oops. Don't worry, Chad, I'll get it. There we go. But,
I have just one more request before we start. I'd very much appreciate the Prime Minister's assistance in this demonstration. What do you say, Mr. Hawks?
What?
Ah, okay. I see. It doesn't like VSync. That's what's going on. Well, we'll fix that.
I assure you, there's no cause for concern.
Why didn't they talk before the ceremony? Because that
I
would
was under the
involve
impression
anyone
that I would
talking to
merely be
anyone.
observing the proceedings.
Ah, well, do forgive my presumption. It was never my wish to make you uncomfortable.
Dr. Stungun's
I
voice is
realize
deeply
it's been
familiar. Who are
some
you?
time since you traded in the hard sciences for the softer variety.
I know this man's voice.
Please, feel free to return to your seat, Prime Minister.
Wait. What I mean to say is, of course I can assist you.
Bill, Have you lost your mind?
Ah, that's the courage we've come to expect from our fearless leader. You have my thanks.
Liam O'Brien. Yeah,
And
yeah.
now, without further ado,
That makes sense.
Mr. Hawks,
Whoops.
would you mind just stepping inside?
He's Mabon in Guild Wars 2. Yeah, he sure is. He's a few people in Guild Wars 2, actually. Pretty sure.
Huh?
I think Bravely Second is where I'm thinking of him from.
What the dickens just happened? Something's gone very wrong.
Where is he?
Yeah,
Someone find
that is where I'm thinking of him. Because he's Kamiyazumi.
Gentlemen, please remain calm and refrain from panicking.
This is chaos. The Prime Minister and Dr. Stungun had vanished.
My word.
Time machine demonstration goes awry. Yes, you are. You're helping a lot.
So you think that what happened last week is somehow connected to this letter? Wait, maybe if the time machine was real, this letter is real too.
I don't know about that, but these two elements aren't the only puzzling issues. Tell me, Luke, have you heard about the recent disappearances occurring here in London?
Sciencemans.
Oh yes, I read about it in the paper. Some of London's greatest scientists have been mysteriously vanishing.
Yes, and I can't shake the feeling that those disappearances are linked to this whole affair. In any case, it seems our best course of action is to head to the location mentioned in the letter.
Good idea.
No trace of our man Bill was found.
Following the clue in the letter, the professor and I set off.
I can't wait for World of Stream.
Was one of the biggest
Steam.
mysteries
World
we've
of
ever
Steam.
encountered.
It's probably out already and I just missed it. But I really want to play it. Very excited. World of Stream. Lol. To my dear friend Fier. That's me.
Somehow, a single letter had made its way back.
2026.
through
I
time.
didn't miss it.
And the sender, strange as it sounds,
Ooh,
was
your art's
me.
done. Oh.
The future me, that is. Little did we know that this letter would draw us into the strangest of situations.
I'll like it. Well, here we are. The clock shop the letter mentioned should be around here somewhere, but where?
This seems an ideal time to consult the map that accompanied the letter. Here, Luke. See if you can't find the shop's location by yourself.
Say no more, Professor. But, Professor, what if I don't want to find the clock shop? Below is the map to the clock shop that accompanied the letter from future Luke. Using the times on the side of the map as clues, find the shop. Draw a circle around the letter of the correct building and then tap submit. Yes. Nemo. We're starting here. We're going straight. Oh, and then this way. And then up ways. And then that way. Because you gotta remember that 12 o'clock is in front of you. 3 is 3. 12, 3, 6, 9. So H is the boy. Should be anyway. 3, 12, 9, 6.
Here's my answer. No puzzle can stop Layton's apprentice.
Well, you have to show me in order for me to Oh! Yes, totally necessary. Love it. Love it. Good timing. The answer is H. The times indicate the direction you should follow at each intersection and the order in which you take them. For each time listed, the hour and hand on an analog clock points in the direction you should go at each intersection. I can see why you were like, no. Great! Finding that shop should be a snap now. Let's go, Professor!
All right. But before we head off, let's quickly review how to move about. Care to assist me in this review, Luke?
I know the drill, Professor. I can take it from here. To start, tap the shoe icon. Once you've tapped the shoe, arrows will appear. Tap an arrow to move in that direction.
That's exactly right. So, just remember, whenever you wish to move, start by tapping that shoe.
Chat, there's something I want to check real quick. Just let me scoot-a-loot out of here for a second. I want to check something. Never mind. I checked. Finally figured out how to do Sam's hair. I do like that. Where's Stash and Scarfin been? Well, hello there, Bright Eyes. I can tell from the looks on your faces that you're hankering to hear something useful. Alright, here's my pearl of wisdom. Go and tap that car parked right over there. Fear, Liam O'Brien is in the English dub of Ergo Proxy. Is he Vincent? Or is he, security chief, whatever his name is? He is Vincent! Yes! That's what I thought! I'm so good at this! I've never seen the English dub of Ergo Proxy. You know, you understand now why I was like, I recognize this man's voice. It's like hearing Crispin Freeman. You're like, I know this man's voice. I know him from somewhere. And you do. Yes, post it to Tumblr. Post it to Tumblr. They'll be like, wow. Whoa. You could even color it, and they'll be like, wow. But they'll like it as it is. All Alright, here's my Pearl of Wisdom. Go and tap that parked car right over there. We'll save first, because it's definitely a hidden puzzle and you want me to be sad. Might be a codec issue. Ah! Got a hint coin. Oh no! It just fell apart! Never mind that. Did you see the coin that just popped out? That's a hint coin and it's yours to keep. If you ever find yourself stuck in a puzzle, you can spend one of these lovely coins to get a hint. Just remember, there's a limit to the number of hint coins you can find. If you use them willy-nilly, you may find yourself in a pinch later. Hint coins are tucked away all over the place, so tap anything that looks fishy, you might find a coin. Wow, that's the end of my speech. Good luck with whatever it is you're doing out there. Ta-ta! Okay, bye! But I could. But I'm lazy. But I could. I'm gonna. For the Tumblerlings. For the Tumblerinas. I had to pick all the apples off that tree. I'm so good at this. I just think it'd be... For the Sam Lyle truthers. I just think it'd be really funny and cute if they were dating. Oh no. So does Lyle. Say, Professor, how are we going to keep track of our progress?
Ah, yes, I suppose we could both use a refresher on that subject. To start, tap the trunk icon located in the upper right corner of the bottom screen. This will open the trunk, where you can access several useful options by tapping on their icons. This is the save option.
Yes, we know how to save. That's your puzzle index. Well put, Professor! Yes, yes. Trunk. Not like I'm not saving every 10 seconds anyway. You're looking for a clock shop, you say? Nah, I can't say I know of one around here. Well, alright. Well, thanks just the same. Oh, wait just a moment. Thinking on it again, I might have passed a clock shop just the other day. Terrific! Do you remember where you saw it? That I'm not sure of. I have trouble remembering stuff like this when I have other things on my mind. Help me with this puzzle I've had on my brain, and I might be able to recall where I saw that shop. You're in luck, sir. I happen to be a bit of a whiz when it comes to puzzles. Sam needs to look concerned more often, yes. Hayes needs to look concerned more often. I'm having fun writing his silly perspective. It's fun. He's having a moment. For those of you that don't know, because I don't talk about it enough, obviously, I put all my toys in a basket, and then I decided to play with them, and then chat like that. So I put all my toys in a different basket and put them in Look Outside, because it's funny. So a bunch of my OCs are wandering around and Look Outside in an apartment building being like, this ain't right. I'm having a great time with it. Anyway, because Hayes is normal man. Norm Al Man Guy. The best at being a normal person. He got to be the protag. But the important thing is my human Sona also got to be in this, and she is the Rat King, King of the Rats. His pronouns are he, him, normal. Val gets to be a giant snake. Cat gets to be a cat, but have thumbs also. Okay. It takes you 1 hour to get to the office by bus. Yeah, that's about accurate. Your work takes 2 hours to complete. I wish. After which you catch the bus back home. Based on the departure times listed below, which bus, A, B, C, D, or E, should you take to work in order to minimize the wait for a ride home? Note, the departure times for the buses are listed on the right. Oh, we can just work whenever we want! Mimo. Okay, so it takes me an hour to get there, it takes me 2 hours to do my work, and then I want to go home. Straight from the bus stop. Okay. So it's asking me when I should go to work to minimize my wait time to go home. So 3 hours from here. 3 hours from here is 7. 10, 11, 12. 12 p.m. Three hours from here is 5:30. 9 p.m. Mm, 3 hours from here is 1, 2, 3 a.m. If you don't let me constrict at least one enemy, I will be grumpy. Well, good news. You are based on a ball python because I know ball pythons personally. So you will be allowed to constrict at least one enemy. Many enemy. That's why I gave Snake Val so much muscle strength, because ball pythons are strong. They're constrictors. That's also why you get to keep a lot of your upper body and torso strength and stuff. Because, and a lot of the shape of it. Because ball pythons have vestigial hip bones. So I extrapolated. Yeah, old world pythons have vestigial hip bones. I think it's neat. Okay, so we want to minimize our wait time. So if we go to work at 4 a.m., we get off at 7 a.m. And the nearest bus is 10:30, so that's probably not it. That's 3.5 hours. 12, the nearest bus is 5. Oh, that's definitely not it. That's definitely not it. That's 3 hours. If we get off at 5 o'clock... It might be C. No, wait, that's 5:30. It's also not it. Wait, no, I should be... telling myself how long I have to wait for the bus. That's the easier way, instead of just guessing about whether it's it or not. Okay. So. Takes me 1 hour to get to the office by bus. Work takes me 2 hours, after which I catch the bus back home. So 7 a.m., so the next bus en route would be 10:30. Which is 3... 0.5. 12 p.m., the next bus is 5. That's 3 hours. 5:30, the next bus is 8. That's 2.5 hours. 9 p.m., the next bus is at midnight. That's 3. 3 a.m., the next bus is at 5 a.m. Really? I should go in at midnight? Also, good news, my artist essay thing was due today and I got a perfect score. Yes, let's go! Also, since I'm in high school art, we get to use an actual canvas for a recreation. Actual canvas! Oh, have fun! Get out your toothpicks. If you want to make a dip pen for yourself, you can. If you want to do those tiny little details with paint. If you want to make a dip pen for yourself, like I said, you can use a plastic fork to do it. You can use a plastic fork to do it. There's a couple of other ways to make it work. Any sufficiently sturdy... You can also use a bit of a can to make effectively a fountain pen. Like the head of a fountain pen or a dip pen. Which will also work. And I'll say too that the nail polish brushes work really well. Anyway, is it really gotta be that I leave at midnight? And catch a 5 a.m. bus home? My goodness, I'm gonna be tired, apparently. But it looks like that's how she goes.
How about this? Phew, that's a relief.
Rightio, taking bus E to work at midnight will result in the shortest wait for a ride home. Your bus leaves at 5 a.m. Yeah, that's perfect for me. I'm a night owl, I understand. Hey, nice going, kid. Thanks. So, about that clock shop. Right, the clock shop. I think it's somewhere on this road, I think. Well, gotta scoot, later. Wait! Aw, he ran off. Something tells me he was more interested in getting us to solve his riddle than in helping. Not to worry, though. I'm sure we can find the clock shop on our own. It's probably just a bit further down this path. None of the businesses around here seem to be open. Yes, many of them look like they open in the evening. Stash and Scarfin! Can't say I've seen you two whippersnappers before. Are you sure about that? I feel like we've met before. Oh, no. You must be thinking of someone else. But enough about that. I've got some juicy information you two might want to hear. Oh, if you were going to tell us about hint coins, there's no need to continue. The nice woman back there already gave us a full explanation. What? But explaining hint coins is just about the only time we ever get to chat. How could you let someone else give my speech? So I guess what you're saying is we have met before. Oh, I'm suddenly not feeling too hot. I better head home. Be seeing you fellas round. Bye, Stash and Scarfin. Anyway, this game is a little bit of a departure from the others where it's much more animated in general. Always gonna be looking in them windows. Ah! Chat, it's a puzzle in my puzzle game. Alright, we hydrate his chat demands. And a stretch. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. And for body break, we'll do some arm circles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10. Where do you suppose these stairs go, Professor?
I'd say they probably lead to a more residential area. Say, Luke, all this talk of stairs has reminded me of a puzzle. Care to hear it?
Would I ever?
Moving day. 2 men are moving boxes from the first floor to the third. The larger man can carry 2 boxes at a time, and it takes him 1 minute to get to the third floor. The smaller man can carry only 1 box at a time, but it takes him just 30 seconds to make it to the third floor. For both men, the return trip to the first floor is the same as the trip up. If there were 7 boxes total, how many minutes would it take the men to get all the boxes to the third floor?
Okay, so there's 7 boxes total, and we're going up and down. Okay. Okay. We've got 7 boxes to move. We're moving up to the floor to floor 3. The larger man can carry 2 boxes at a time, but it takes him 1 minute to get to the third floor. 1 minute. .5. $1. $2. So, if I have you carry 2 boxes, it will be 2 minutes. In the meantime, I'm trying to learn how to anatomy good. Well, good news. You can learn that. Okay. In half a minute, we can have 1 box to the third floor. So in 30 seconds, we can have 1 box to the third floor. This guy will be halfway up with 2. In another 30 seconds, our man here will be back downstairs. And then we will have 3 boxes up here. In another 30 seconds, we will have 4 boxes up here. And our man will be halfway back to the bottom. In another 30 seconds, then they'll both be at the bottom. And there will be 3 boxes left. So in 30 seconds, and 1 more. 3 minutes, I think.
This one's as good as solved.
Yes! I can do math!
Phew.
Chad, I can do math! Already learned how to do slightly better feet. Yes! Now they have shape. Yes, let's go! Also, I might have gotten one of my IRL friends to read Objectified. Good. Is there a new chapter out, or is that Friday? It would take 3 minutes to get all the boxes to the top floor. This puzzle is a lot easier if you draw a diagram. That's true. I did sort of draw a diagram in that I thought it out. Thought it out real hard. Friday, sweet.
Exemplary thinking, Luke. Now let's get back to work.
Ooh, Razor Fuzzball Gum and Sharps. Yeah, down where there's an actual Resurrector machine. Or whatever it's called. One that's not affected by all of that. Also, I love that there's a resurrection machine. I love that there are resurrection machines, and that, at least with Objectified, because of the way it is, it's wild. Well, that's our clock shop. Don't touch that or you'll get your hands all dirty. Professor! Professor, there's a lot. This entire area is quite dank. Professor, that doesn't mean what you think it means, my man. Alright, here we are at the clock shop. This must be the place, Professor. Ah, finally. I'll get the door. Huh? What seems to be the matter, Luke? The door's locked. Now how are we supposed to get in? Luke, my boy, are you sure it's not just a push door and you're trying to pull? Or a pull door that you're trying to push? Professor, I know better than that. Let me have a look. Ah, of course. It seems we need to solve a puzzle on this door to gain entrance. I like adding silly things. You've arrived at the clock shop, but there doesn't seem to be a way to open this door. While you're looking for the doorknob, a voice inside calls out, "Press the panel with the timepiece." What panel do you press? Remember, you can only press one. Press the panel with the timepiece. Oh, we're looking for... Okay. We're playing a hidden object game, chat. Oh, here it is. It's an hourglass. In case you're wondering... Oops. It's here. Everything else is kind of messy, but that's an hourglass.
Here's my answer. I knew it!
Good work, Luke. Exactly. If you look closely, you'll see an hourglass on the correct panel. Now look, the door is opening. That did the trick. I like the ticking of clocks. Makes me happy. There's something comforting about it. I want a clock that ticks, but I don't have one in the aquarium. That's normal. That's definitely a normal man. Yeah, Fier, you get me. Yeah.
Over there.
What's this?
Time machine. Oh, gracious. Customers. We haven't had any of those in ages. Welcome.
Oh, good day to you, madame. You'll have to excuse us, but we're not actually here to shop. You see, I received a letter the other day pointing me here.
A letter, you say? Well, let me have a look at it, dearie. Yes, there's no mistake here. Whoever sent you this wanted you to visit our little shop.
So you don't know the person who sent out this letter?
Well, unfortunately, I can't say I do. But I do know who you are, Professor Layton. Oh, really? And how do you know the professor? Well, it's not hard to know a man who's in the paper so often. And I do so love my morning paper. I read it front to back every day. So of course I know the professor. Did you hear that, Professor? Further proof that you're famous throughout all of London. Even all the way out here. Hey now, what do you mean, all the way out here? Just because we don't fancy living in sardine tin flats doesn't mean we're not centrally located. Still, it is quite a surprise to see the famous Professor Layton in the flesh. I'm going to need some proof before I believe you're not just some celebrity impersonator. Ah, of course. I would be so bad at proving I'm Professor Layton. It's so dark in the shop that I'm having trouble seeing these tiny needles and thread. Can you help me out of this jam, dearie? There are 2 threads, A and B. How many needles' eyes does thread A pass through? Oh boy. It's one of these. Okay. Passes through there. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 9.
Let's see if I've got this right.
Yes, yes, timepiece to enter.
This one's as good as solved. No puzzle can stop Layton's apprentice.
Hink.
Look, over there.
What's this?
Let's see if this works. I'm gonna turn off improved polygon splitting and see if that helps. Nope. Nope. Sorry, chat. I didn't realize I would need to worry about this. I see it. I figured it out. I got it, chat. It should be nice and smooth now. The GL rendering was causing it problems. For those of you wondering, and for me later when I'm like, I don't remember how to do this. OpenGL is excellent at rendering things, and it's excellent at upscaling and downscaling them when it needs to be. But the Layton game, for whatever reason, just didn't agree with it. So I had to set it to 1 times instead of 2, which is what it was set at to make it be a bit crisper, a bit more HD. I had to let it smooth itself back out. So we should be alright now. It'll mean that some of the edges are a little bit kind of fuzzy, but it's better than having all those lines. And honestly, that's a thing that was accounted for with the screens in those days. We already know the answer is 10.
That should
Because we did the
trick.
counting. There we go. We can count!
Just as I suspected.
Counting those needles sure is hard work. It is. I had a hard time seeing them all. Well, I for one am thoroughly convinced. You certainly do live up to your reputation. Well, of course he does. Eepy. Yes, well, about that letter. Oh, I can't say I've seen it before, but my husband might know something about it. He's out right now, but he should be back any minute. Why not look around the shop while you wait? Always looking for hint coins. Pointedly ignoring the big thing in the middle of the room. Wow! Can you believe this clock? It certainly is impressive. Unfortunately, it doesn't appear to work. Well, there's no shortage of ways to tell time here. Oh, you just reminded me of a splendid puzzle, Luke.
What's the time? What's the time, Mr. Wolf? This analog clock fell off the wall and hit the floor so hard that all of the numbers popped off. What a mess! The clock also stopped working when it hit the ground, but even without the numbers, you can still tell exactly what time it fell. What time is the clock showing? Don't worry about AM and PM. Oh, it must be showing 6 sharp. It's 9:15. Time to have a bath. Oh, what time is it, Mr. Wolf is such a fun game. But yeah, this must be showing 6 sharp. Because if it was showing anything other than sharp on the hour, the hour hand would have moved. So, like, what I mean is, right? If you have a clock and it's, like, 1/4 past. So if your hour hand was here, or your minute hand was here, your hour hand will move just a little bit. So like 1/2 past puts it, so if you were 1/2 past, your hour hand will be halfway in between. So this must be 6 sharp.
How about this? Phew, that's a relief.
Handy! Once you notice exactly where the hour hand is pointing, the rest is pretty easy. That's true. And it's because it's pointing exactly. Lyle's such a freak. I love him. I'm glad. I'm glad you're having a good time. You know, I've never seen a clock so big up close. It's a real shame it seems to be broken. Wait until Evie gets back up to the 3rd floor and has to knock on her own door because the spare key is gone. I'm also really excited to write a scene that's just, so, where'd you get the crown? What crown? The one you're wearing. Huh? Oh. Yeah, I'm Rat King, King of the Rats. Are you good? I think I'm a good king, yes. No, I mean, are you okay? Oh, yeah, no, I'm fine. It just is gonna be the most Cheshire Cat conversation. the most caterpillar conversation. It's gonna be hilarious. Speaking of Cheshire Cat, yes, how is American McGee's Alice Returns? I do like the Alice games. The cat gave me a machine gun. That sounds like American McGee's Alice. I will say, Madness Returns is a sequel to the original American McGee's Alice. So, congratulations! Congratulations, good luck! I'm gonna play the demo of Habromania later. I might even play it on stream, but I don't really know what it's about, so... I mean, I kind of know what it's about, but we'll see. I don't know what the original was about, but... this current one's wild, isn't it? I can give you a very quick... Oh, it isn't really about anything at this point. Yeah, that makes sense. The very quick rundown of the original is, Oh, Habromania, that is. Okay, fair enough. The original American McGee's Alice is about Alice. She's not a well young woman. Her house burnt down and her family all died except for her. And she's dealing with that in the only way that she knows how. Completely, checking out from reality into Wonderland. I have no idea who this weird hypnotherapist is, but... he's probably evil or something. Yeah, that tracks. Okay. Husband will be back soon. Look around the shop. You got it, lady.
I didn't mean to tap you. Probably doing unethical experimentation, I think. Yeah. Oh, there's more shop to look around. Ah, it's a puzzle. Oh, I've never seen such a wide variety of clocks in one place. Yes, and they're all extremely well made. Whoever built them must be tremendously talented. Really? How can you tell just by looking at them? One gains an eye for these things with age, my boy. You know, I have a superb puzzle about clocks that seems particularly apropos. Care to try it? You bet I would, Professor! Here is a numberless clock that some prankster has rotated an unknown amount. The clock is still running normally, though, and each color circle on its face represents an hour. Even without the numbers, you can still tell what time it is. Write down the exact hour. It doesn't matter whether it's AM or PM, but your answer should be in the form of XX o'clock. That's 12 o'clock, chat. We literally do not have to guess. It is 12 o'clock. This is once again important which way the hands are facing.
No puzzle can stop Layton's apprentice.
Nicely done. Yes, the answer is 12 o'clock. The only time that the hour and minute hands would overlap on a clock like this is 12 o'clock, though it's impossible to tell if it's noon or midnight. Spot on, Luke. Good work. Someday I'm gonna get out my microphone and I'm gonna do some ASMR and people are gonna be like, what? But I'm 4 centimeters tall, so I can sit directly on the microphone. Get right in there. Talking octopus crawls into your brain through your ear. That sounds like an ASMR title. Honestly, that sounds tame these days, but here we are. Are you looking it up to see if there's already one that is that? I need to share my favorite ASMR title. Okay, perfect, yes. Chat, what is your favorite ASMR titles? They're wild these days. Because I don't listen to them, but I found some hilarious ones. No, I believe you. We've been here for quite some time now. I wish the owner's husband would hurry back. Oh, I think I heard the door. Someone's here. Well, that must be my husband. Wait till you see the little gem I picked up today. Love, oh my, customers. Welcome back, dear. This here is Professor Layton. Beating you to death with a metal pipe ASMR. I've seen that one. That one is famous. Alpha BF comes out as a Labubu loving femboy and gets hit by a truck. Oh no. Oh no, baby. I don't know what's going on over there. Sometimes aquarium staff is like, you don't even have ears. And I'm like, I know. Well, I mean, I kind of got ears. And they go, those are fins. And I go, yeah, I know. It's what it says on the tin, Fear. All right, that tracks. I keep threatening to do it. Someday. I'll need better art skills, though. Any art skills.
because I haven't. Or more accurately, my art skills are not conducive to this situation. I'll get Val to animate. Well, he tells me he has some business with the shop.
Layton! You're Professor Layton! My apologies, I wasn't expecting you so soon. No apologies necessary, my good man. Oh, and allow me to introduce my...
Apprentice! I'm the professor's apprentice, Luke. Nice to meet you, sir.
Luke, you say? What I mean to say is, those are some fine manners. Nice to meet you too, lad. The name's Cog. Tell me, Cog, you seemed a bit flustered by our arrival. We certainly don't mean to impose. Oh, no. It's no imposition at all. It's just that I had instructions to show you our biggest clock in action upon your arrival. It certainly is quite a beauty. Pity it's not working. Yes, I'd planned to give her a tune-up before you stopped by so you could see her in all her glory. Now that I'm getting on in age, I have trouble remembering to keep the old gal in good repair. To be honest, I can't recall where this last gear goes, and without it, I can't start the clock up for you. Ah, well, it certainly makes sense why our arrival might have taken you off guard. Tell me, the papers say you're a learned man. Surely you can figure out where this gear goes, yes? Me? Well, I'd like to help, but I'm not a mechanical engineer, you see. Well, at least give it a try. Don't you want to see our biggest clock in its full working splendor? I certainly do. Very well, I'll give it a shot.
Layton strikes me as a man who likes to watch trains. This is a funny joke, you see. The autism, yeah, exactly. Your task is to make the top and bottom cogs turn clockwise, as shown by the red arrows in the diagram. In order to do this, which extra cog should be inserted, A, B, or C? Tap the letter in the center of the correct cog to submit your answer. Okay. So here's the thing. Cogs turn the opposite direction when they're attached to each other. So if this one is turning, this ways, then this one is turning that way. And that means this one is turning that way. That means this one is also turning that way. That means this one will turn thus ways. And that one will turn that ways. So it can't be C because C would have it turning that ways, and that can't be right. Okay. So it's not you. Thus ways, which means this one is turning thus. Which means this one is turning that away. Oh, but that doesn't connect directly. This one's going that way. So this one's going that way. If that's the case, then this one goes this away. This one goes this away. That's right, right? Gears make them turn the opposite way. No, not like that. No, it is like that. Yeah, because if this one's going that way, then this one's got to go this way. So it does make it turn the opposite way. If this one's going this way, then this one goes that way. And if this one's going that way, then that one goes this way. And this one's going this way. Oops. And this one's going that way. It is B, I think, then.
Okay. Yeah, I think it is B. Depends on how
That should
depends
do
on
the
how
trick.
gears reverse.
Well, that's settled.
The answer is B. If there's an odd number of cogs between the top and bottom cogs, then those two cogs will move in the same direction. However, if there's an even number of cogs between top and bottom, they'll move in opposite directions. By choosing B, there will be 5 cogs between the two main cogs, so the direction of their rotation will be the same. Oh, yeah, and their direction of rotation is the same. I didn't even realize. That did the trick. You stay right here. I'll go start her up. Here goes.
Are you all right, Luke?
Yes, but that was quite a shake.
Huh? What is going on here?
And just where in the world are we?
Welcome to London. Is this the future? Is this a pigeon? Hey! The door just slammed shut behind us, and now it's locked. Well, that's not very polite. It does appear that we've been shut out. And why does everything look so different out here than in just a few moments ago? I honestly don't know. But seeing as we can't get into the clock shop right now, why don't we take a look around the area? What could have caused this baffling turn of events? Oi! Be careful round these parts. We're doing quite a bit of construction here, you see. Goodness, you certainly do work quickly. I don't recall seeing any of this when I last passed through. When did you start work here? Now that's a good question. I'd say it's been about a year. But we haven't gotten much done because we're short-handed. A year? Come on, quit messing with us! Curious. I'm positive there was no construction going on while I walked by a short while ago. No construction at all. Look, I know progress hasn't been speedy, but I'm doing the best I can, friend. So if you're gonna make fun, beat it, will ya? I'm busy here. I'm sure you're right, Professor. There wasn't any construction going on here before. I'm glad Layton likes to talk to us about puzzles. I know London like the back of my hand, but this area feels quite foreign to me. How odd. And what about that big tower? Chat, you see it too, right? Great big chunky tower back there. And the air around here seems quite stagnant. Holy Stilton on a on a stick. Great Cheshire on a chimney. Are you... Nah, it couldn't be. I'm sorry, have we met before? Whew! I thought I was in real trouble when I saw that hat of yours, but it's clear you ain't who I thought you were. so it seems we got nothing to talk about. Beat it! Oh, it looks like the door's unlocked. Interesting. Let's duck in for a moment. That guy is having a great time. Hey there! Oh, hello. What can I help you with? Oh, never mind. It's nothing, really. Oh, don't run away. It's so lonely around here without anyone to talk to. Oh, is that so? I appreciate your concern, lad. Not many youngsters would stop to listen to an old man's problems. Here's a little something for your kindness. Huh? What day is it? Even though we're constantly passing through time, sometimes it can be difficult to think about the way time flows. If yesterday's day after tomorrow is Sunday, what day is tomorrow's day before yesterday? Tap your answer and then tap submit. Oh no. Oh no. Okay. Okay, yesterday's day after tomorrow is Sunday. The day after tomorrow is here, so Friday. So, it is currently Saturday. We are currently on Saturday. Yesterday's day after tomorrow is Sunday. What day is tomorrow's day before yesterday? This is tomorrow. The day before yesterday. So yesterday, it's Friday. It's got to be. And if it's not, then I don't really understand how to read.
Here's my answer.
What did I say? The day after tomorrow and the day before yesterday. Wow, Friday's the correct answer. It's easy to figure out once you break it down. Yesterday's day after tomorrow is Sunday, which means tomorrow must be Sunday, and today is Saturday. Therefore, tomorrow, Sunday's day before yesterday, is Friday. Yeah, we literally just did that. Well, aren't you a smart one? Clever lad like you deserves a present. Here! Oh, what's this? A picture book. The very definition of fun, eh? Oh, well, I'm a bit old for picture books, in case you didn't notice. Oh, for a normal picture book, sure, but this one's special, see? Special how? Well, if you open it, you'll notice that whole portions of the book are blank. Thanks? The picture book minigame has been added to the trunk. You got a plum tree sticker for picture book 1. You got a boot sticker for picture book 1. You got a man sticker for picture book 1. Oh, I know the picture book one! I like this. It's a sticker book, really. You received a picture book and stickers from Alfie. The picture book minigame has been added to the trunk. Collect more stickers to restore missing parts of the story. Oh, the picture book is fun, actually. Luke, you're being silly. The picture book is great. I closed that trunk by accident instead of going to the picture book. Restore missing elements of the story in the picture book by placing the stickers. Tap place to open a window displaying all of the stickers once you've collected for that book. And then you drag them in, and then if you want to take them out, you can take them out. Ooh, 3 picture books to complete. Once you've completed them all, something neat will happen.
One sunny morning, I was strolling through a meadow. As I approached a tree on my right, I noticed a purple thing in the middle of a path and a yellow thing to the left. As I approached a plum tree on my right, I noticed a purple thing in the middle of the path. We can't do much about these. Not yet, anyway. I do like the picture book theme, though. Welcome, sirs. Please, make yourselves at... Oh my, that hat of yours. Good day, madame. This is certainly a charming cafe you have here. Tell me, when did you go into business? Go into business? Well, I've been running the place for 2 or 3 years. But the cafe itself has been around for much longer. It must have been coming up on 50 at this point. I see. I have just one more question, if you don't mind. I stopped by earlier and noticed your business was closed. Why wait until evening to open your doors? Closed? You sure you came by here? I open this place up every day, bright and early. It doesn't really get busy until later on, but, what can you do? Oh, since you seem like a nice enough fellow, let me give you a tip. Lose the hat. My hat? Why would I do that? Oh, I'd rather not go into the details, but let's just say a hat like that could get you in trouble. I wonder if they serve hot chocolate. Luke, this is a bar, sweetheart. Not the most inviting looking room, is it? That's because it's a bar, sweetheart. A lot of things in this game for the English version were translated as cafes that are actually just bars. Because children. This area seems unfamiliar as well. I'm sure I've never been here before. Yes, it's clear something is going on here that I don't fully understand. Oh, wait! I have an idea about what happened. We must have left the clock shop from a different exit. So we're probably taking a different route away from the shop. No, that can't be right. Think back to when we left the shop, Luke. We left through the same door that we used to enter the shop. Of that, I'm sure. Yes, I suppose you're right, Professor. But what else could explain the change of scenery? Perhaps our surroundings will shed some light on things. Let's investigate the vicinity a bit more. Yeah. I love the music in Layton games. It's such a vibe. What is it? What is it? I didn't do anything. I swear I know nothing. Are you all right, sir? You're dripping with perspiration. May I suggest a calming cup of tea? I apologize for the sweat, sir, and I'll get on that tea right away. Ah! Wow, he sure took off in a hurry. Have you noticed that a lot of people have been acting awfully nervous around you? I certainly have, though I can't understand why. My hat in particular seems to make many of the people we've met feel uncomfortable. Well, I don't know why anyone would be afraid of you and your top hat. After all, it's not like you go around terrorizing folks when I'm not around, Why is there a bumblebee here? Why is there a bumblebee growing a flower here? Hello? This place is a mess! That droopy flower even has a bug swarming around it. Oh, now hold it right there, sonny boy. I wouldn't go bad-mouthing that blossom if I were you. Ah! Why is someone lurking in the shadows? Simple, because wherever there are lost puzzles, there I am. Even if it means standing in the dark. Oh, it's you! Have we met before? No? Well, then allow me to introduce myself. Before you stands the beautiful and clairvoyant Granny Riddleton. I'd give her the puzzles, Miriam. I'd give her the puzzle. Beautiful? Well, I guess you look pretty good for your age.
Watch your words, Luke. After all, we don't want to offend the lady, do we?
You ever notice how many mysteries there are in the world? How many puzzles? Puzzles that tease your brain, puzzles that bend your mind, puzzles that just plain frustrate the heck out of you.
Certainly.
Well, every puzzle you pass over or leave unsolved has got to go somewhere, right? Where do they go, you ask? Well, they come to stay with me.
I had a feeling that's where this was going. We were going with this.
Oh, I suppose I should say they used to all come stay with me, but that's about to change.
What?
You might not be able to tell from my looks, but I'm no spring chicken. Truth be told, I'm getting tired.
Oh?
I think I've earned my retirement from this puzzle caretaking business. But you can't quit. You mustn't. Without you, what will happen to the puzzles we left behind? So you're saying that without me, you two would find yourselves in a jam? A giant vat of jam. And as for the debonair gentleman in the tall hat, what say you?
I concur with my friend here.
Yep, I figured you'd both say something like that. But don't fret. I'll make sure you're taken care of.
How?
You'll just have to wait and see for yourself. This game feels more, I guess, meta. It feels like it breaks the third wall more, and I love it. This game does break the third wall quite a bit more. Unwound Future is a good balance of breaking the fourth wall because, like, you've been through these tutorials before. And the game expects you to have been through them because they know that people who played the first Layton game played the second one and played the third. Because people who play Layton games play all of them. So this is much more meta. There comes a point where the game gets so meta that I can't tolerate it. Not this one. But the prequel games get so ridiculously meta, like they're making meta jokes on meta jokes and stuff. They get so recursive that I can't tolerate it anymore. But this one is silly. And Granny Riddleton breaks the fourth wall all the time anyway. Yeah. Yeah, this is funny. This is the first time we have come across, like... This is the first time we've come across this. That bit with Stash and Scarfin was really funny when I saw it for the first time. When someone explained to me hint coins, I was like, oh good, I guess Stash and Scarfin's back in the village. And then we get to Stash and Scarfin and he's like, I don't know, yes. Like he was in the second game, and we were like, I think we know you, buddy. And he's like, nope, let me tell you about hint coins, though. And we're like, no need, we already know. And he's like, what? But that's the only time we ever get to talk anymore. How's Flora doing? Like, I feel like he's just out here checking on Flora. When you've lost a few puzzles, come back here. Everything should become clear then. Now, I know we just met, but you'll have to excuse me. I'm going on a well-deserved vacation. I may never see you again, so ta-ta and have a positively puzzly day.
Puzzly day? What an unusual conversation that was. Let's be sure to come back here later.
Definitely. Though, that bug does give me the creepy crawlies. That bug will help us out. So, in the prequel games, because you need a Granny Riddleton, in the prequel games, she wears a mask. She wears a domino mask. And it's clearly her the whole time. It's very funny. What happened to the bus stop? It's in shambles. The bus stop looks like it's about to fall over.
Yes, it looks as if no one's used it in ages.
Well, how can that be? We arrived here just a few hours ago, and the stop looked fine then. Totally didn't just wake up because I thought it was later, and now I won't be able to sleep at night properly. Oh, no, honey. We've all been there. go see what it says.
Well?
I don't understand this at all.
What do you mean?
The sign says that service on this line has been discontinued.
Given the appearance of this bus stop, I don't doubt it.
Yes, but here's the strange part. The date on this notice is 5 years in the future.
What? Luke, let me have a look at that.
Professor, I just had a sudden thought. Could we possibly have traveled to the future?
It's true that we've encountered much here to suggest that we're no longer in the London we know. Just the same, I believe it's a bit early to leap to that conclusion, Luke. Let's see what else we can find out by exploring this strange place.
I'm sorry that the sleep and then you didn't sleep at the right time. That feel when you sleep, but you don't sleep at the right sleep, and then you don't sleep at the wrong, and then it's the wrong sleep. Anyway, I'm glad to see you here anyways. We're playing Professor Layton. We may or may not have gone to the future. You there in the tall hat. You wouldn't happen to be Professor Layton, would you?
I am indeed. And who might you be, sir?
Well, that's not important right now. What is important... here's what is important. I have an urgent letter for you. But before I go handing it over, you'll need to verify your identity. I got a puzzle here picked out just for that purpose. So get to solving. I love how literally everyone is just like, hurry up and solve this puzzle to prove you're Layton. And I'm like, neat. Below are 5 blocks. Can you fit them into Professor Layton's hat without overlapping? You can rotate or flip the blocks. Ha! Chat, for those of you that don't know, they spelled out Layton's name in katakana, more or less. That's what you're looking at. That's the shape of these blocks, is why it's funny to me. Okay. Ooh, colored versions are done. Alright, we hydrated chat demands. Okay, and then it's time for a big stretch. Oh, real big stretch. Whew. Nice. Excellent. I will see them shortly. And for body break, we'll do some twists, I think. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Ooh. Here we go. Oof. All right. Okay, so let's get the little bits at the edge done. Might be better to put that there. Ceaseless mods, turn your gaze upon this wretched bot. Also, good job.
Okay. Ah, no, wait. Better idea. Ah, but I can't fit anything in the side if I do that way. No. It's figuring out what I need to place at the sides. Oh, you can flip the pieces too! I forgot that you could flip the pieces. Of course. Of course you can. What happens if I put this in here?
Ah. That won't work. But what if... If I put this here, is there any shape that will fit in that? No. I thought I was onto something. Nice. Listen, Lyle is a freak. Our freak, comrade. Goodness gracious, block rotating puzzles. They get me every time. It's this piece here that I am trying very hard to figure out the placement of. Because once I've got this thing here placed, the whole rest of it, and placed correctly, the whole rest of it will blow wide open. And I really want to put it there, but I think this thing goes, like, in a middle spot somewhere. No, it can't. Because it's too big. Well, in a case like that, I'll tell you the trick to it. In a case like that, what I used to do when people would be like, "What are you drawing, Fier?" I'd be like, oh, it's not finished yet, but if you want, I can show you what I am working on. Or, like, I can show you one that is finished. Darn it. I thought I was cooking. Wait, but if they go together in that direction, then they can go together in this one too. There's got to be another way for this to go. I'm sure that this is what I have to do to make the hat's brim. But I can't see where I'm supposed to go from there because there's not enough space for everything. Unless... Chat, I'm silly. I can flip the pieces over, chat.
I've got a good feeling about this one. Few things satisfy like a puzzle solved.
Hey, don't worry. If two of the people there are ignoring it, it's just because it's not for them. I'm proud of you. I think you did a good job. Top notch. These 5 blocks actually spell out Layton in Japanese. Pretty cool, huh? They do. Sometimes I accidentally post over things, and by that I mean I'm like, oh yeah, I have an art channel! And then I put a bunch of art in there because I get excited. Puzzle 11, the professor's hat now is in your puzzle index. You got a plum sticker from book 1. Alright, I'm convinced, Professor. Here's your letter. Let's see what it says.
Professor, if you're reading this, it means you've made it safely to my time. I can hardly wait to see you again. I wish to enlist your help in freeing this town from the tragedy that has befallen it. But first, I'm sure you'll want some proof that you're actually in the future.
I will.
I've thought long and hard about the best way of convincing you. Make your way through town to the address below. What you find there is sure to quell any doubts. Room 312, Green Hospital, 123 Auckland Lane.
Well, I think our next destination has been decided for us. Let's pay this hospital a visit.
Sounds good, Professor. But how do we get to Auckland Lane?
It would be easy if the buses were still running, but unfortunately that's not the case. Perhaps that woman over there knows of a different way to get around town. Oh, is Luke really future Luke?
Oh yeah, right. We got a sticker to stick in the picture book. One sunny morning, I was strolling through a meadow. As I approached a plum tree on my right, I noticed a plum in the middle of the path and a yellow thing to the left. We'll come back when we've got a few more stickers. I think it's Plum. It might not be old. It might be Old Boo, but I think it's Plum. Oh, excuse me. We're trying to get to Auckland Lane, but the bus doesn't seem to run there anymore. Oh, you're right about that. Those buses were already shut down when I moved to this city 2 years ago. 2 years ago? But the sign says the buses won't stop running for another 5 years. 5 years? Goodness no. You'd best recheck that math of yours. The notice is 5 years old. But that can't be right, unless...
Luke, that's enough. I do apologize for my friend, madame. Tell me, do you find the lack of bus service in this area to be an inconvenience?
Here? Not at all. Whenever I need to use public transportation, I just take the Underground Railway. There's a stop at Flatstone Street. You two must be tourists, yeah? With all your questions, you should stop by the hotel on Southern Street. It's just down this road. The staff there can help you find where you need to go.
Thank you for your assistance, madame.
Tourists? Us? I was born and raised here. I've lived in London longer than she has.
Now, Luke, there's no need to get all wound up. Let's find that hotel.
All wound up? Yes. I'm late! Oof! Ow! Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't see you there. Are you okay? Ouch! I skinned my knee. But if you gave it a kiss, it would make it all better. Aw. Great. Then pucker up. Smoochy, smoochy, smoochy. What? No! Stay back! Don't come any closer!
Luke, watch your tone. Remember, a gentleman always remains kind when conversing with a lady.
Layton, honey. I thought we wouldn't have to get out the ribbons. Thought we wouldn't have to get out the ribbons for this game. The ribbons of gender. Do, 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 do. We had to get out the ribbons of gender, you see, chat, because here's the thing. We have to remind people sometimes that these sorts of shenanigans silly. This is why the patriarchy hurts everybody. Oh, your name's Fluke? What a charming name. So very whimsical. All right, I've got to go right now, but let's rendezvous later, Dreamboat. Actually, miss, my name's Luke, but... Oh, well... She ran off.
What an unusual young lady.
That's a nice way of putting it, Professor. We had to get out the gender ribbons. Arcade entrance.
Hi there. We're looking for a hotel on Southern Street. Is this Southern Street?
Bzzz. Incorrect.
We aren't on Southern Street?
Ding, ding, ding. Now you're in the neighborhood. The neighborhood of correct, that is.
Professor, I'm having a hard time making heads or tails of what this boy's saying. He's trying to help, Luke. You just need to go about asking in a different way. Here, watch. Hello there, young man. Tell me, is Southern Street east of here?
Ding, ding, ding. Correct.
And there's a hotel located there, yes?
Ding, ding, ding. Correct again. Just look for the building with the white walls up ahead.
Thank you. All right, Luke. Unless our friend here is mistaken, we should head east to reach our destination.
If you say so, Professor. They're not ugly. Why would you call them ugly? I love them. Cheese whiz. I don't let anybody say mean things about Val's art. No, they don't. Stop that. That's enough of that. I love them, so it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what you think. They were made for me. Doesn't matter what you think of them. They were made for me and I love them. And then I will carry all these bows off into the sunset. Just me and the bows. You leave the button jar out of this. I can't be put back in the button jar. I'm never going in the button jar again. They can't do it. The button jar is still full of buttons, though. Oh, I could make something really cute with lots of buttons all over it. I don't know what it would be, but I bet I could. Ah, the button jar! Stop that! You stop that! Oh, no! You can shake that button jar all you want. These bows are still great, and I still love them. You made them for me! And Cat made me the little pixel ones. They're perfect. No one can stop me. Yeah, the pixel ones are adorable, and yours are adorable too. No, fight me. Ugly as sin. Sin's not even real. One v one me, scrub. Okay, I will win. I'm too good at hiding. Me and my Octobrush. Bum, 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 bum. Cat gets to decide the game. Oh no. Listen, the gender ribbons are great. They're perfect and I love them. I love all my rainbow ribbons. Fear, I don't have Splatoon anymore. Oh, you're right. I don't want to win by default. Look outside, speed run. Winner is correct. Oh, easy. Easy. Do you know what I will do? For look outside, do you know what? There's an ending for just sleeping for 15 days. I'm just gonna sleep to 15 days. Do you want to turn in early? Yes. Done. Look outside, speedrun to the perfect ritual. No! 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 Any percent. But Val, the ribbons are precious and adorable. Take the heckin' compliment! And when I win, yes! Yes, I have backup! You can think what you want about your own art. It doesn't matter to me because I love it. I'm gonna make it an emote later. I'm gonna make the gender ribbon an emote later. I need to melt into a puddle like one did. Oh no! No, I like them too! They remind me of Canvas Curse and I like that. They're really cute. Chat doesn't like their bows. This happens every time I put the gender ribbons on. Leighton, you've done this to us. I can't believe you've done this. Oh yeah, you can remake them with new brushes if you want. I don't know what emote I'd replace, you see. Oh, whoops, I literally just took this step too Oh, there's rotation at play. Yeah, 5 plus 2 is 7 minus 4 equals 3. You could change 3 and 4, and it would still be valid either way.
That should do the trick.
What?
I must have overlooked something.
Alright, fine. Oh, okay. I think I know the solution. I really do have to put them in where the arrows go. There is only one correct solution to this situation. That should work because that is valid. And I think everything is where it belongs.
Let's see if I've got this right.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Gonna take an ibuprofen. Be right back. Okay. Now, I could win in a speedrun against Fear. That's true. But against similar system, not a chance. That's true. Alright, let's do this again where I don't mess it up. Hydrogen Bomb versus Crying Baby-esque matchup. Yeah. Okay, equals goes here. 5 there. Plus 4. 3. 2.
Let's see if I've got this right.
Hydrogen Baby versus Coughing Bomb. Yes!
Well, that's settled.
Coughing Bomb would be hilarious. Excellent. The equation won't work if the cards are placed in their respective squares as is. You need to rotate the one card 90 degrees to make the minus sign. Nice job. I feel like that's a little bit disingenuous, game. Well, someone's smarter than he looks. I'll let you off with a warning this time, alright? But if you're still wearing that hat tomorrow, things will get ugly, and by things I mean your face. You got a hat. Sticker from Picture Book 1. Oh, I think I know what we're missing in the opening Picture Book page. A boot. A hat. I walked to a square with a tree in its center. Next to the tree, I saw a person frantically picking something up. So I said, I'm looking for someone who dropped some items. Have you noticed anyone who fits that description? I saw a man frantically picking something up. The mustached man glanced at the items I was holding and replied, "Oh, so that's where my hat went. Thank you for returning it to me. Take this as my way of saying thanks. It fell off this tree," said the man while handing me a delicious-looking purple thing. And with that, I continued strolling through the meadow. After a short time, I bumped into a person, so I said, "I found this boot, and I'm looking for the person who dropped it." Person hesitated a moment. "I can't help you, but there's a white house just up the path." Tasty looking yellow thing. Okay, I think we're on to it now. We just need more stickers. Yeah, I really like the picture books. I think they're really cute. And yeah, they are just logic puzzles, but literally all of this is just logic puzzles.
Good day, young lady. Can you tell us if this building here is a hotel?
Oh, good day, gentlemen. If you're looking for a hotel, you've come to the right place. Hotel Duke is one of London's finest and most famous. Will you do us the honor of staying with us? For a famous hotel, you keep an awfully low profile. This is the first time I've heard of Hotel Duke. Well, there's a simple explanation for that. You see, we're a hotel for ladies and gentlemen with discriminating tastes. I can't say we're popular with the primary school crowd, little boy.
Our friend here doesn't take kindly to your besmirching the good name of her hotel, Luke. Well, young lady, thank you for your help.
Welcome to Hotel Duke, one of London's finest and most esteemed establishments. Oh, hello again. I ran ahead and took the liberty of preparing a suite for you two. May I help with your bags? Oh, well, that's nice of you and all, but we just wanted to ask directions to the railway station. Perhaps you might reconsider staying with us. You are tourists here, are you not? As you can see, Hotel Duke is centrally located. Stay with us and you'll spend less time traveling and more time having fun in the city.
You do make a compelling argument, young lady. Location is everything. We'll take a room and directions to the closest underground railway station, if you please.
Please, sir, none of that young lady stuff. Call me Becky. Oh, and could I please ask you to sign the hotel guest book? Professor, are we really going to stay here?
Indeed we are. Somehow you and I have managed to get ourselves lost in an unfamiliar area. As Becky noted, having a central location to return to while we're here could prove very useful.
And when we're done with this, we're done with the first 3 Phoenix Wright games. When we're done with this and those, we're going to go play Phoenix Wright versus Professor Layton. And it's going to be a delightful time! I'm very sorry to those of you who would have been excited, but Edgeworth is not in Phoenix Wright versus Professor Layton. I'm so sorry, chat. I wish he was. Because have you seen that man? Ah! Oh, goodness me. Hello. Oh, you'll have to forgive me. I didn't even see you two come in. Welcome to Hotel Duke, the home of exemplary service and the world's best breakfast. I'm Margaret, the hotel manager. Should you need anything, please don't hesitate to let me know. Thanks, but what about lunch and dinner? Those aren't the world's best as well. It seems we have a little gourmand here. Rest easy, young man. For lunch, we offer sandwiches on fresh-baked, pillowy soft bread. And if you enjoy a good roast, I suggest you order in for dinner, as ours is the best in the city. You know, Professor, I've changed my mind. I quite like this place. Let's stay here. Yes, our sandwiches tend to have that effect on people. Now, if you could just... Oh, dear. What's wrong? I've got 4 pens here, and I think only one of them has any ink in it. Time for us to pick the correct pen. Yep, you're right. You're going to have to accept a compliment. Only one of the 4 pens shown below actually works. Here are some clues to help you identify it. All 4 pens currently have the wrong colored caps. When assembled correctly, all 4 pens have one white section. The working pen is to the left of the one that should have the green cap. Choose the working pen. Okay, we've got all wrong caps. Nobody's cap is correct. Black, white. Wait, I think I know what's going on here. Maybe. Black, white. I'd say this one should be blue. A blue cap, which gives me a green cap to put somewhere. This one can't be blue. I am under the impression that this one should be blue. This one also can't be blue. I think this one is green. Wait. Oh, I have colors! I have perfectly good colors. Okay, all these caps are wrong. When assembled correctly, all 4 pens have one white section. Oh. The working pen is to the left of the one that should have the green cap. Okay, when assembled correctly, all of them should have one white section. So I've got 2 blue to place. I'm just gonna... because this one has to have the white cap. Oops. If that's the case, then this one is green, and this one is blue. Okay, I know for sure this one has to be white. Which means this one can't be white. This one can't be blue. Oh, yeah, this one can't be blue, so it has to be green. The working pen is to the left of the green cap. It's the one with the white top.
Here's my answer.
I had to take a second to see which way was left.
I knew it!
No, Edgeworth, Leighton, Phoenix, polyamory, sad. Alas, I'm so sorry. Well, and Leighton, at least canonically has a girlfriend who he's very busted up about not having anymore. Though, I would argue he's uninterested. Layton has 2 interests: puzzles and being polite. A girl can dream, yes. Might have to learn how to play someone other than Elliot in Forsaken. Jane Doe's coming soon and she's going to have healing abilities. Ooh! Good luck! Pen C is correct. Ah, that's the one. Now, if you'd be so kind as to sign in. You're all set now, Professor Layton. Oh, and you must be Luke. Becky will show you to your quarters. Always gotta be looking for hint coins. Ah! She's puzzled. I'll be showing you to your quarters now, Professor Layton. My name is Becky. Should you need anything, don't hesitate to call on me. Would you say she's at our Becky and Call? Oh, Chad, I'm hilarious today. We know your name, Becky. You gave it to us earlier, remember? And I'm Luke. Oh, and there's no need to be so formal. All that politeness makes me feel awkward. Shh. My granny's a stickler for formal service. I need to stay polite while we're in earshot. Oh, gotcha. Now, if you 2 gentlemen are ready, let me escort you to your quarters. Right this way. This room has the best view in the hotel. You lucky ducks totally scored. Did you hear that, Professor? We lucked out. Yeah, though I guess it's not really luck now that I think about it. See, ever since we moved the hotel to this new location, we haven't had a single guest. Oh, so Hotel Duke used to be located somewhere else? It's kind of a sensitive subject, so I'd rather not talk about it anymore. I hope you understand. Say, it was really something the way you solved that puzzle my granny threw at you. Yeah, I'm pretty big on puzzles. Me too. Tell you what, solve a puzzle for me and I'll tell you 2 how to get to the railway station. Hey, that's what fanfiction is for. People out there being like, that wouldn't happen in the canon. Yeah, I know. That's why it's not. I recognize and understand. That wouldn't happen in the canon. Yep. Fear, what are you doing throwing the boys from Supernatural into the Look Outside building? Funsies. That wouldn't happen in the canon, and they deal with it differently. Neat. My toys, and I am playing with them. Thank you. Okay, question, Fear. Would you rather live in the Laytonverse where you have to do a puzzle for everything, or have to play Yu-Gi-Oh! For every minor inconvenience? Yu-Gi-Oh! Here's the thing. Puzzles I'm alright with. Puzzles I'm half decent with. I'm pretty good, but you guys have seen me get stumped on puzzles for ages. I can Yu-Gi-Oh! All day, though. I can fight you. Now, the question about that is, if I'm Yu-Gi-Oh-ing, what Yu-Gi-Oh are we talking about? Because if we're talking about the old days when it was just called the Fusion deck, boy howdy do I have some decks for that. I have the funniest gimmick deck. So chat, let me tell you a story. I'm going to tell you a story now because I like telling you stories. Once upon a time, a long time ago in a land far, far away, it was called the Fusion deck. And there was no limit on the number of cards you could have in it. And you didn't have to just keep fusion monsters that you had the material for. You could keep anything in there. Anything. Long as it's a fusion monster, it can live in the fusion deck. So what I used to like to do was I had a deck with a card called Summoner of Illusions. And what Summoner of Illusions does is summons up a fusion monster without having to pay the cost. The trade-off for this is that it stays for 1 turn and then it explodes and dies. So anyway, That was my favorite deck. It didn't work all of the time, but it didn't have to. When it worked, it was hilarious! You must understand, I was hilarious with that deck. You would see the craziest things come out for a single turn. I'd just be shuffling through a deck bigger than my actual deck, looking for the fusion monster. The extra deck these days is only allowed 15 cards, which is fair. And that's because of the advent of Synchro monsters and Xyz monsters. Synchro monsters are such that as long as you have a tuner, and the correct number of level stars, you can summon any Synchro monster of that level stars as long as it doesn't have extra conditions. Some Synchro monsters will ask for light tuners. Some Synchro monsters will ask for a specific tuner monster. Things like that. But as long as it doesn't have any special conditions, you can summon any Synchro monster that way. So it was decided that the fusion deck would be called the extra deck now, and it would have a limit of 15 cards. So that you couldn't have just every, like, 7-star Synchro monster in there, or every 5 or 6-star Synchro monster in that deck. However, could you imagine a world in which Xyz and Pendulum summoning isn't real, it can't hurt me? Fair. Xyz summons hurt my Gravity Bind Infinite Dismissal deck, and that's the funniest deck I have. Gravity Bind Infinite Dismissal had 2 other things in it that made it really funny. Those things being I had a lot of the monster cards in that deck were all monster cards that were like, if this card is on the field, you cannot choose it as a target. And it had cards that were, if this card is on the field, you must choose it as a target. But if you get 2 of those you must choose it as a target cards, you cannot choose a target. Literally cannot attack. And that's how that rule works. So that deck was all things that were just, you can't actually choose an attack target, and even if you could, your 4-star monsters can't do anything, and your 3-star monsters and below get wiped off the field. The thing that ruined that deck, I do believe, was somebody got a hold of Jinzo, and I was sad. But it didn't matter because they couldn't choose an attack target. He was so good at that. I think it was Queen's Knight. I want to play Yu-Gi-Oh, but honestly, I don't want to play Yu-Gi-Oh. No, I get you. Yu-Gi-Oh is hard. Like, it doesn't seem like it will be, but because of such things as missed the timing, my least favorite rule, because of such things like miss the timing, and because it has so many cards that have super niche effects, it can be really difficult to play. Truth be told, Link Monsters came out, and I do understand what Link Monsters do. I think it's silly. I think that's the point at which I was like, no. Pendulum summoning was the point at which I was like, no, this has gone beyond into anime territory. And then Link Monsters came out, and I was like, it's not Cookmates, I don't want it. Cookmates maybe they are a type now, but they were an anime-only thing for a particular person's deck, and I loved them. I thought they were so cute. The way that they work, But you could always do that. The way you win on a 0 turn is you have all the pieces of Exodia in your hand. Good work navigating. If you take the route the students take to the library, only start at the flower shop, you'll end up on the map above. With the map above, which I did. There are a couple of other routes you could take, but they all end up at the same destination. Oh yeah, that's true. You got a girl sticker for picture book 1. Nicely done. Okay, so you're trying to get to the Underground Railway, right? It's not too far. Just keep going east once you leave the hotel. Soon you'll pop out into Flatstone Street, head north, and then the station will be on your right. Thanks, Becky! I think we can manage from here. Oh, but wait, one more thing. What's that? It's a bit of a detour, but you should head through the arcade north of here on your way out. There's a restaurant there that's just scrumptious. Of course, it's not as delicious as the fare we serve here, but it's good, you know? The arcade? You mean that area west of the hotel? We walked by there last time, but there was an old little boy blocking the way north. You must be talking about Max. He pretty much does whatever I tell him to do, so just let him know that Becky sent you, and he'll let you right through.
Good to know. We might as well go through the arcade and see a bit more of the area.
But chat, that's it. Oh, though we do have a new sticker. Okay, we're getting there. Okay. Oh, that's the RC car. We don't have that yet, but it's a really fun little mini game. Anyway, that is it for tonight, everybody. Wah! Ah! All right, we hydrate. It's chat demands. Oh, and of course. No, it's alright. It is now closing time, and we hope you enjoyed your visit to the octopus enclosure. Whoopsie doodle. We've been having such fun with the puzzles. Now we will go on adventure. Adventure time. We will grab our friends. Adventure time, come on, grab your friends. We'll go to very distant lands. Jake the dog and Finn the human. The fun will never end. It's adventure time. Ooh. Alright. Let's go see Tyler. Alright, that is it for tonight, everybody. I will see you all tomorrow. Thanks for playing along with me.